Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, and chill as we build in Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Today we are continuing this build. The goal today will be to export some crops, hopefully, so that we can get a little bit more balanced on our economy. But first, a quick word. Today's video is brought to you by Instant Gaming. Be sure to click on the link down below. It will take you to Instant Gaming, where you can buy games on the cheap. Yep. Anyway, so check them out, and it's worth it. Believe me, I've gotten games there, and it is worthwhile. So one thing I want to do, okay, we have these dirt roads, and eventually we're going to want some gravel. And I think that is going to be important. We're going to speed things up. Yeah, like that. Faster speed, we'll let that go by. I think we'll go ahead and start to figure out. We have last episode, we got the electricity going, we got water going, we have heating, and we have waste. All of that is, okay, we're not doing a ton of waste. Actually, we're doing sewage, not waste. We could do trash containers, which would just be a place for people to put them. Can't build due to infrastructure. Okay, yeah. We gotta zoom in. And we're going to put this here, I guess. Well, we'll put it kind of in the alley. Back in here. Can it go in? Oh, that's not a road, though, actually. We'll put it here. Next to the heater. That should be fine. Put that there. It did not cost anything. That's why I am happy with doing that. And then I'm just going to build a dump, I think. Storages. Yeah, garbage container transfers are a special kind of storage. Probably are going to need a truck for that, though. So for now, we'll just do that until they fill up. Hopefully that will take a while for that to fill up. Yeah, there's plenty of time for that, I think. Citizen happiness is too low. I'm not really sure what you want me to do about that. Let's go ahead and burn that message. What's this one now? New vehicle type. There's an airplane available. Very cool. And that, I believe, is old. All of these are old. Yeah, just burn them all. Burn them all. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we are sowing these fields. One of them is done. Two of them are done. We couldn't get any tractors, which was kind of weird. But there aren't any tractors here. So we'll go ahead without a tractor. And we have 5% unemployment. Happiness is 62%. They have sports enjoyment. That's about it. Unable to visit a hospital. They're not happy about that. And we built, I believe, we have an alcohol kiosk now. So that should be fine. We have a grocer. We don't have a cinema. Primarily because I don't want to spend the money on that. And the workers. But I guess we could do that. These we have to research. We're not going to do that yet. One of these is much bigger. Okay. We'll spend the money. We might as well. Zoom in and get this maybe over here. Yeah, they don't have to have a... It does not need to be on a road, which is quite nice. Put it back over here. They can all walk to it. Which also should make it so that we can build... I want to build out in this way next and kind of go along the river, I think. And so the next thing I want to do is actually come into construction industry. And I want to get a gravel quarry. Stopped production. What stopped? The heating plant. Why did we stop production? We have fuel. We don't have any workers. Oh, that's the farm. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. We do have a worker. It is working. I wish we could get a tractor. New vehicle available. A train. Okay. Citizen health too low. Let's see what we can do about that. State infrastructure. could get a small clinic. Okay, let's zoom in. That is going to need a road. Go ahead and put that here. Again, hopefully it can cover quite a bit of stuff. Actually, we'll put it over here because it can get all of that, and it will have heat and water, I believe. And then maybe a kindergarten as well. The kindergarten does not need the road. We'll wait on that because we don't really have a ton of people. Maintenance, city accounting office, and technical office. Now let's come in here and we're going to get a Soviet monument. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get Lenin's statue. That can fit back here. Actually, let's put it like right here if we can. Nope, it doesn't fit there. Bummer. We'll put it here. Can't tell if that is connected or not. Let's get a pedestrian path to the statue. There we go. And then this can connect. Nope. Well, we've got one there. Oh, you know what? This, okay, yeah, we can do this. We can bring this out this way. Ah, come on. My only gripe about this game, and I was hoping that it would be improved since early release, but it's not. My only gripe is that these networks are not quite easy to work with. So that is non-functional there. Can we move this? No, not really. Yeah, happiness is too low. I know, I'm working on that. We have the clinic now. It has a doctor. It does not have any staff. And now it does not have any doctors. It has the fuel. There we go. We're staffed there. We need more people. I think we're going to have to build more of these flaps. I think, okay, what we'll do... I want to keep building the small ones. Because they're cheap. Although, look, this... Is this more better quality? 85% quality, 77%. And it is cheaper and fits a lot more people. What about the medium ones? 134 per flat. Yeah, this one is our best bet. It's cheap. Or like it's not very good quality. But here, it can get to a ton of stuff. Can't really get to the fields. We'll have to fix that. Let's get a path through here. Can we get... There's a path there. That cut into the field a tiny bit. But that's okay. We're going to bring this down this way. And then that can feed that way. There. Just getting more and more paths in here. I want as many pedestrian paths as we can get because that's just going to make everything a little bit more efficient. We come in here and then demolish that. Did not mean to take out all of that, but okay, let's demolish this then. See if we can get this to connect. I want that to come right in between there. There we go. That will not connect there, but this will, and that's important. They can walk around. That'll be fine. So now this flat can reach the farms, which is good. We've got 8% unemployment. We don't have workers in here. See, the thing is that we need work. I guess they don't need to work on it right now when it's just growing. I guess. Okay, happiness is getting better. Stop production again. We have a worker there. That's all that matters. We've got staff there. Okay. We're going to work on the gravel now. So we want to get a gravel quarry. And I believe that can go anywhere. Although, no, it can't. It can't go anywhere. Can we see? We have to do research just to see that? I want to know where the gravel is. Okay, we're gonna pause because we keep getting these messages. Quality of source. 0, 0, 0. Okay, I guess we're not gonna be able to do this. I can't see... I can't find any gravel. Nowhere near us. Okay. Well, there goes that idea. What about wood? Wood cutting. 64%. 65. 60. Look at all that wood up there. But we would need buses then. Okay, so I don't think we're going to be able to get any of that. We'll skip that then. And I don't want to do any other stuff. We can do composting. But again, that would require stuff. Grain storage. It's going to cost 22,000. But I think that'll be worth it. You want it... Put it here. And then we will... Let's see, I just want to check that again. Grain storage. Yeah, that's for connection, so it can connect to other stuff. Okay. Eventually, we're going to want a food factory. That will take crops and create food. Okay, where the alcohol distillery will take the crops and turn it into alcohol. That's what we're going to want to do, that sort of thing. But we'll come to the vehicle here, and we're going to buy another vehicle, and we want it to do crops. That covered one is probably the best. Let's see here. I wish we could filter by this. Show by... Oh, here we go. Covered hull. 4 or 1.2. We'll do one of these. And we're going to create a new line. We're going to go back to being paused for a moment so I can focus on this. Create a new line. We're going to rename this grain storage. Okay, and then it's going to come to the farm and then unload there. Because this should store, yep, in the warehouse, it'll store the crops, and then we can take them and deliver them over there. So then we can take our vehicle here, you, and we are going to assign you to the line down here, set line. Where's the line? Why, what happened to that line? List of lines, grain storage. This is the one I want. I want the vehicle on here. Set line to vehicle. Okay, unpause. Can we get it now? You should be able to be on that line. Why? Can we get you on the line? No, they're not there. Green store. Yeah, why is it not? Oh, here, let's come back in here. Now that I took out the filter, will you do it? No. It should be able to do that. It doesn't need to do it yet, because we don't have the crops over here. And the other line is the export, which will go... We're going to modify that. We're going to take out the farm, delete the stop, and we're going to add this one. I want to change it, though. Here, delete all stops. Let's just start over. We're going to go from the grain storage over to the customs and unload there. Beautiful. Okay, but again, we don't have to do anything with that because we don't have any grain done yet. So let's let a little bit of time go by. Okay, so while we're waiting on this, one thing I want to do is I want to get a road to the western side. Now, I don't know that we can get a mud thing over the river. Yeah, that's going to be a concrete. I don't want asphalt road. I want a mud road. Nope. We can't build across that. So what I might do... Let's see the map. It's getting pretty dark here. We could build it all the way down on this side of the river. I don't want to do the concrete because we're going to have to spend money on all of that. Steel, brick, wood. Oh, maybe a wooden one. Brick bridge. What do we need for that? 46,000? But we would have a bridge then. How much would a wooden bridge be? 12,000. Okay, we're going to do a wooden bridge. We'll connect from there across. Angle is too sharp. Okay, we could go straight across that way. 16,000. What if we build it here? Some infrastructures. Oh, we've got something there. Okay. Where else could we build? Maybe here, actually. We get this first. 8,000. Beautiful. We're going to do that. And then we'll get this mud road. And we're going to bring this out like that. And this road can continue in that direction. And this road can continue in that direction. And then here, I want to angle. Very good. Okay, and then this mud road, we want to go that way. Like straight there. I want to curve a tiny bit here. Like that. And then straight out here. Because once we're connected there, I'm hoping that they will be able to sell us a tractor. Okay, so this road will come in like that. I want to connect these. There. So we're connected now to the west. So hopefully we can come back over here to the farm and purchase in dollars. No, there's nothing there either. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Where are we going to get that? Okay, well, citizen happiness is low. Global market report. Price of oil rises. Not a surprise there. Stop production at the heating plant. Okay, well, we're continuing to make our crops. And I think maybe we'll just start expanding and doing some wood. We've got a lot of trees up here. Let's see what we can do. Miscellaneous wood. 60% quality. So I'm wondering, yeah, it's all 60%. Okay. Coming out this way, and I think what we'll do is we'll get that over here. And we'll get a road there. Again, with a dirt road. And that right out here, and I think we're going to need to put a little bit of workers here. So, for citizens, I might need to get a bus. How much would a bus cost? I want show bus. We have a bus. It's really cheap. 14 passengers. Okay, so we'll be able to do that right away. Which means we'll be able to bring people into town there. We can get the workers right out here. How many workers do we need? 10 maximum. Okay, and then what else can we do here? We want a sawmill. Yeah, let's get a sawmill here right away, too. Let's get storage first. Cargo. Containers, no. I don't want any of that. Storages. Vehicles, meat, grain. Maybe just a warehouse. Nope. Open storage. That can do wood. Free open storage. Free is always what we want. Put that here. Can that do boards? Yeah, it can. Okay. And so then we will come back in here. Miscellaneous. We can get a sawmill. We want it here. So these are now connected. So this can automatically deliver to that. But they can't get them in their open storage. Which I'm wondering if one of the... Yeah, this one would have been better. Let's put this here then, I guess. So that would be... It's going to have stations for unloading, or for loading and stuff. Let's go ahead with a medium one. Although I don't know how much we're going to get there. Maybe we'll just start with this, and then we can have a truck. Resources, okay. That's all going to be fine. Let's get some people here. We will give them a flat 50 workers in one there. How many do we have here? 10, 20. Okay, we don't need anything that big. We'll get here a flat like this. And they can live right there. And then what we will do is we will get... I want it like right in the middle of the road. We'll pause and we're going to take out that much. And then we can come back here and we'll get a road right there. You can't build because of infrastructure. Take out a tiny bit more. So now we've got a bus stop there. And then I'm going to get a bus platform over here because that is going to have a little bit bigger capacity. And that should allow us to get more people to come into this town here. Or like get these workers elsewhere too. We'll put it right here. Yeah, we've got cinema, soccer, a lot of stuff is right here. Put that there. So then... yeah, we don't have any cars. We're not going to get that anytime soon. We can unpause, go on a normal speed. I want to buy the bus, wherever it went. Here we go. And we're going to create a new line. This is going to be bus line, Sawmill bus. And it's going to stop here. And here. And then we're going to come in here and assign that line for this bus. See, I want... you're on that. And go ahead and start. So we have the one. And we do have a gas station, I believe. That's what this is, yeah. It's got fuel. So he should be able to do that right away. And then... we're going to figure out what else we can do here. Okay, so we have this going. And in order to do gravel, I mean, we could import the gravel and build our gravel roads so that people can go faster. That's really what I'm most concerned about right now. The max speed on a mud road is 35 kilometers, whereas on a gravel road it is 60. So that is a big thing that we are going to want to get. And in order to do that, we can import the gravel, or we can get it ourselves. And earlier I said we don't have any near us. We do have some here and over here. I think this actually... that will not make sense because that would have to be leveled. And we might be able to get a road around there, but I don't think we're going to be able to build near there. I think this is the one that we're going to want to do. So we're going to go ahead and get a gravel quarry here. If I get this in the right spot, we can get 90%, I saw just a moment ago. 88. There we go. Build that there, and now it's a new town. City area, you need to build an accounting thing. What? I clicked on that. That covers like all of that area. So apparently we are creating a new town. This one is a little bit older, and it covers quite a bit of that. Okay, so this city, this one may eventually become a like bigger city than the first one, but for now it is just going to be a gravel spot. And I think what we'll do is we'll bring a road out like this and have a road go that way and then another one in over there, because then we can get a little bit of like gravel related stuff there. But for now, let's bring this around the mountain. The mountain, I called it a mountain. It's a hill. That's what it is. And we'll bring this road in here like that, and then we can bring this over this way too. Okay, so now that is all connected by road, technically. It's not great, but it will work. And then we can go back over here and we can get more gravel. Gravel processing plant. So if we come in here, we can get this one. We need storage first. Let's get storage. General storage, probably the open storage for that as well. No, gravel is not on there. What does it come out as? It comes out as quarried stone. So what do we need for that? Aggregate, that's probably it. Yeah, here we go. Truck aggregate loading storages. Small aggregate storage. Let's put that over here. It does not connect at all. So we'll go ahead and put that here. And then we need to get a gravel processing plant, which will it will take the quarried stone and some power and transform it into gravel. And it can connect to that, so we can put that here. Actually, that's going to go into the storage. That's okay. We'll put this here. Okay, and then we're going to need power over here, so let's get a substation. That can go in between these two. And then we'll get a medium voltage wire. This one. And we can go right in front of the building a tiny bit here. And then I'm going to bring it along this road here. Okay, so I've gotten over here to our substation, and the problem is that we have some stuff in the way. So what I'm going to do is bring this one along here and just connect to it there. And that should get us the power over here. Which apparently building through there created another little town. But that's okay. We're going to come in here and we should have power now, right? Yep, we've got power here. Very good. So now let's pause. We are going to need a vehicle here and a little line, I think. We'll get another line here. Create the line from here. Whoa. Custom line right here. Rename Brospine Quarry. Okay, and we're going to stop here and then deliver it to there. Okay, so that is good. Then we need a new vehicle. I feel like we're probably going to want a depot here. So the depot, do they need to come here to get repaired? I don't think so. They need a maintenance building, technical vehicle repair station. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about that just yet. Okay, so we're going to come over here and go to the vehicle depot. We're going to buy another one, and I want it to do... Let's see, which one of these? Probably a bulldozer. Nope, that's excavation. Open hole? No, that can't get any of what we want here. A dumper. There we go, quarried stone. And I guess we want the bigger one. You are going to go on that line. I wish it wouldn't filter. Okay, and you're going to work at the quarry. And you can go ahead and get started on that. It'll take you a while to get there, so we can unpause. And we have to get some workers there, and then another bus line, I think. So we're going to get a build... Actually, you know what? We will go ahead and we're going to put homes here. I was going to say that we could... What we could do is we could get, like, train of thought is failing here. We could get a bus stop bringing the other people here, but this is a separate town, so I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and get a couple of these flats. How many do we need here? This will fit 50. So we can get 40 there and 5 there. We need 45. So that's really all we need here. That should be fine for now then. At some point we're going to need water, but that's where we're going to leave it today. So we have made some progress. We are still not making money, I don't think, but we're getting there. We're growing, and that's important. That is what I care about right now. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to click on the video on the screen. It should be the next one in the series if it is available. If not, it'll be another great video, I guarantee it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.